Our news partners at the San Diego Union Tribune reported last month on top local government salaries, and one city worker's pay stood out. Specifically, the $210,000 of overtime paid to one firefighter in 2014. Here to tell us more about that, investigative editor Ricky Young. Ricky, this sounds pretty unusual.
Well, it's not as unusual as you might think. Kyle Kutsky is the firefighter's name, and like you said, he earned $210,000 just in overtime. That's more than a lot of superintendents of schools here locally. It's more than the head of FEMA, the Federal Emergency Management Agency. There are firefighters in Los Angeles, quite a few, and one in Corona, who actually made more than that. The top for the whole state was $286,000 a year in overtime alone.
Do you know if the city is making any changes to this policy?
Well, this is a long-time issue, firefighter overtime, and for a long time the city's position was that paying out the overtime is actually cheaper than hiring more firefighters. Now, last year the city auditor came out and said that's not true, that with some recent benefit cutbacks that it would actually be cheaper to hire more firefighters than to pay out the overtime.
All right, compelling story. Thank you, Ricky, for that. You can read more about it in Sunday's Union Tribune and at SanDiegoUnionTribune.com.